Welcome to New Sky TV. I'm Susan, and today we've got some exciting content to share with you. October's explosive. A hot debut. Yiying and Shen Haonan's powerful new drama, The Dark Side of the Sun, has instantly become a hot topic online since its premiere. Within 24 hours of its premiere, it had already reached a staggering 60.44 million views, soaring to 7th place on Hangul's hottest and 4th place on its new drama charts. This achievement not only broke the record for a short drama premiere, but also etched Shen Haonan and Yiying's names into the screen memories of 2025. According to industry insiders, the drama was filmed in just 3 weeks, yet its completion rivals that of a theatrical production. The director, using exquisite lighting and a psychologically suspenseful narrative, imbues the story of revenge with an almost perverse aesthetic. Shen Haonan plays the genius Dr. Zhai, who suffers a mental breakdown after his fiancée is brutally murdered, awakening his second personality, a cold-blooded and dangerous avenger. When the camera fixed on his hollow yet furious eyes, netizens exclaimed, "This isn't acting, this is a soul-shattering scene." Yiying's explosive acting, playing 3 roles at once, stunned the audience, from the innocent victim, to the cold-blooded avenger, to the emotionally deranged accomplice. Each of her transformations was so precise it gave people goosebumps. Especially in the late-night surgery scene, her smile and tears appeared simultaneously, seemingly gently tearing the audience's hearts even more outrageously. The Dark Side of the Sun isn't a traditional sweet drama at all, it's a complete spiritual deconstruction. With layer upon layer of plot twists, each episode seems to test the audience's mental endurance. Comments were abuzz with comments, "This drama isn't sweet, it's poison." Shen Haonan's madness and Yiying's ruthlessness are too addictive. Some called this drama a nuclear bomb for the short drama market in 2025. It not only ignited the dark fires of the screen but also redefined the warmth and depth of the word revenge. The Dark Side of the Sun is just beginning to burn. The plot of The Dark Side of the Sun begins with a carefully planned camping date. Zhai, played by Shen Haonan, originally planned to propose to his girlfriend, Zhai, but a mere 15 minutes late for an ice cream cake altered the course of his life. That night, Zhai was lured to an office by a gang led by Shen and tortured to death. The horrific scene, live-streamed on Zhai's phone via surveillance, made the entire theater freeze. The director gave the audience no time to breathe. The moment Zhai screams abruptly ceased, the camera cuts to a mental hospital 2 years later. In that scene, amidst the rain, lightning, and the creaking of iron gates, Zhai sits on his hospital bed, looking down at a broken cake model, a strange smile playing on his lips. "She should be back." This smile has become the most iconic shot of the entire series. From then on, the plot officially enters the dark side of the sun. Zhai's consciousness is split into 2 worlds, one that of the gentle, rational Dr. Zhai, the other that of the cold, paranoid Yiying, thirsting for blood. As sanity and madness tear at each other, he embarks on a meticulous revenge plan, each killer's death a reenactment of an artistic act. Meanwhile, a mysterious woman, Haonan, played by Zhai, enters the sanatorium posing as a psychologist, ostensibly helping Zhai cure, but harboring a secret. Her appearance blurs the lines of revenge. Is she a doctor, an avenger, or perhaps just another awakened soul? The plot's tension reaches a fever pitch after the 2nd episode. Blood and memories intertwine, dreams overlap, and the boundaries between love and hate begin to collapse. The Dark Side of the Sun is more than just a revenge drama, it's a psychological experiment exploring the dual nature of human nature. Every shot holds a hidden message, every line a foreshadowing, leaving the audience breathless. Zhai splitting into the Zhai personality after his mental breakdown becomes the drama's pivotal turning point, and the most shocking scene for the audience. The one sane, restrained, and gentle doctor subconsciously resurrects the spirit of his beloved, who, as Zhai, speaks to him, guides him, and even manipulates him. Every night, his eyes shift between tenderness and madness, as if 2 souls dance within a single body, one seeking to redeem the world, the other seeking to destroy sinners. He feigns recovery and is successfully discharged from the hospital, but the true story of revenge has only just begun. Zhai calmly exploits the greed and fear within the killers, gradually peeling back their hypocritical facades. At the wedding of the second male and female protagonists, he appears like a ghost, beating the third male protagonist to near death with a single blow. He then hangs him up under the bright lights of the reception, causing the audience to scream in terror. The scene feels like hell has unfolded in the banquet hall. Even more chilling is how he uses the voice of the Jin's Haoxi personality to induce the third female protagonist to suffer a mental breakdown. Using the promise of marriage as bait, he turns her against the second female lead, ultimately destroying each other. In just 3 minutes, the plot twists 3 times, leaving the audience breathless. One comment perfectly sums it up: this is revenge, but also a dissection of the soul. Director Joe Jerkin's camera work is incredibly precise. For a corridor chase scene, he required the actors to film it in a single take, spanning 10 takes, to capture that moment of rationality on the verge of losing control. The camera traverses blood and tears, pushing the emotional tension to its limit. In a flicker of light and shadow, the audience feels as if they were immersed in Zhai Muchan's hallucinations. It's precisely because of this cinematic quality and psychological pressure that The Dark Side of the Sun defies the stereotype of short dramas as fast food. It's not just about revenge, it asks, when love is torn apart, when good and evil coexist within, can humanity still trust its own sanity? To portray the role of a genius schizophrenic doctor, Shen Haonan practically locks himself into the character's world. For a full 3 months before filming, he underwent intensive combat training, psychological script guidance, and meditation classes, all to simultaneously reach the critical point of dissociation between body and mind. The original script included numerous close quarters and explosive fight scenes, but after review, the director temporarily changed them to static standoffs, emotional collisions replacing the clash of fists and feet. Surprisingly, this change actually resulted in Shen Haonan's superb acting. Every glance he makes before the camera is like a psychological interrogation, ranging from gentle restraint to paranoid madness, with a single subtle flicker of his eyes capable of making the audience's heart race. This is especially true in the scene where he confronts his mirror persona, with tears in his left eye and a smile in his right, like two souls struggling for survival within the same face. Netizens exclaimed, "This isn't acting, it's a form of mentally polluting substitution." For this reason, The Dark Side of the Sun has been hailed as one of the masterpieces of the ceiling of short-form acting. In contrast, Yiying's role is complex, bordering on cruelty. She had to play 3 identities simultaneously: the innocent Jin's Haoxi before her murder, the spiritual personality created in the male protagonist's mind, and the female villain by Zhai, who underwent plastic surgery to resemble Jin's Haoxi and secretly sabotage the situation. 3 identities, 3 ideologies, and 3 auras. Any detail could bring the character down. The most striking thing is her extreme transformation in the post-surgery shots. In that scene, her eyes were first arrogant and cruel, then, in a flashed with manipulated panic and despair. The light and shadow falling on her half-obscured face made it almost impossible to distinguish whether she was the perpetrator or the victim. Comments flooded the screen. Yiying's eyes tell a story, every frame speaks. It is Shen Haonan's restrained madness and Yiying's delicate ruthlessness that together anchor the soul of the short play The Dark Side of the Sun, transforming the performance into a psychological purgatory that cuts directly into the heart.